I promise you guys that I find it beneath me when talking the sport of basketball to harp on the officiating, right? I mean, this Knicks journey to contentionship to this NBA Finals, I pretty much resigned myself to the fact that the Knicks were never a team that were going to get favorable calls. They don't have the superstar, no matter, despite what you guys say about Jalen Brunson's flopping, when he takes damn near for less than 5 free throws a game, right? The Knicks don't get the superstar call. And we all know in the NBA, for the longest, there isn't such thing as a superstar whistle. The Knicks have rarely had that player who could get you the superstar whistle, right? So I'm not one to sit there and, at some point I just realize it is what it is, right? The league is going to play its favorites. There's certain things, and the crazy part is I didn't see the plays live. I saw them on replay, right? You get in the second half. The first half was a well-played game. The Knicks came back despite being down 14, took a 7-point lead in the halftime. Did what we were supposed to do basketball. And this is the thing, right? Because this is how you defeat the garbage. You defeat the fact that the NBA is an entertainment league more so than a rigid, we live by our rule book sports league, right? We believe in the integrity of the game sports league. The league has a lot at stake. Pretty much, if San Antonio wins another game at home, if they win Game 5, they've ensured that the Knicks will that we'll have a third game in MSG. Certainly, we will have a Game 5, right? And I think economically and storyline-wise, and for the TV partners, that works. Now, I'm far be it. I don't believe in games can be fixed, right? I don't believe in games can be fixed because at the end of the day, had the Knicks made a few of their open threes, and had they not gone 2 for 10, and had they not gone 2 for 10 in the fourth quarter from 3, the Knicks would have won the game last night. Had they made a couple of key stops, had they not given up a couple of those offensive rebounds, the Knicks would have won. And again, would have means nothing. Since we have another opportunity at Madison Square Garden, what the Knicks have to do is go out and win. They have to go out and execute. They have to go out and play like they did in the first half last night. Play a half. Even with the and again I think the Knicks, I think Game 3, I think San Antonio might breathe a sigh of relief. I think the Knicks will play more desperate and more focused, because I think that was the issue too. The Knicks were not focused. But I'm gonna address what I saw. So unfortunately, I took my halftime break, and I came back late from my halftime break, and I didn't see the play with the Jalen Brunson flagrant foul, and I did not realize that they got the 3 shots in the ball back on that flagrant foul. Now, this is the problem. This is the only part that I will address, because it clearly shows bias. Now, I don't know what Wemby's playoff flagrant and technical foul, I know that's a system which should be abolished. They really need to abolish the system of, you get so many points, you get an automatic suspension. So I don't believe in suspending star players for the playoffs anyway. I don't believe in suspending anybody for the playoffs unless they do something completely egregious. And even then, do it like baseball and save the suspension for the next season where they lose game checks, where they lose full game checks. Hit them financially. Don't hurt the team. All right? I don't believe in suspending people for the playoffs. The playoffs is a whole different entity. And yeah, if Wemby, because this is the problem. Wemby committed 2 flagrant fouls last night. Should have been ejected out of the game. The Brunson one alone, he should have been ejected out of the game. The one on Josh Hart, if you call it on Jalen Brunson, what are we doing here? How do you not see Wemby? Josh Hart actually stepped on Wemby. He stepped on his foot. He didn't flop, and he didn't sell it, and that's why it wasn't called. But he literally shot a 3. He literally took a jump shot and stepped on Wemby's foot because Wemby lunged forward to land in his, and Josh Hart took a natural shooting motion. Penny didn't. Man. And then Brunson lands in this area, which is they call a flagrant. But there was no contact. And they called it flagrant. Again, I get it. That's the letter of the rule, right? That's the same thing that Scottie Pippen did to Hubert Davis. Only it wasn't called a flagrant back then. It was a judgment call foul back in '94. It's beneath me. It's beneath me to even talk about it. But if I'm going to see something vividly, flagrantly, no pun intended, called 2 different ways, how can I not address it? And I'm not saying, well, number one, Wemby might have should have been thrown out of the game, or at least, again, the flagrant foul is a 2 free throws in the ball, a potential 4-point swing. We lost by 4 points. Again, this is the problem. This is the problem. And again, like I said, it's beneath me. It's beneath me to even talk about this. I understand this now. I understand it for what it is. All I ever ask about officiating, because different officiating crews have a different sensitivity to calls, to fouls, to contact. All I ever ask is that if you're going to call something, if you're going to establish this rule, if you're going to establish this point of, well, he made contact here. Well, he landed in the landing space. Then you have to be consistent. That's all I ask for, is consistency and transparency. It's not a lament. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm still confident. I'm still confident the Knicks will win at 5. Now, it would have been a lot better to go up 3-0, maybe drop 1, and then, because that was my prediction early in the series, right? Before the series was Knicks at 5. I gave, and Wemby, and to his credit, Wemby had that game last night. The 3 that he hit, he wasn't exactly dominant, but he was great last night. Without a doubt, he was great. He was great. So, as I said, the Spurs cannot win any basketball games without Wemby being great. They can't win. They can't win without him being great. But it just so happened he did what he did. Spurs played well, and so we will have a series. Put it this way, Knicks got a chance to again win one at home, and we'll take a stranglehold back on the series. Cannot lose. So, and it's funny because the Knicks have put it into a must-win. Well, going up 3-0 and then taking that next game is a lot different. It's a lot different. And therefore, what we have here now, what we have now is, one second. Yeah, we have a series. And again, look, I predicted Knicks in 5, but I didn't predict the Knicks blowing everybody out like we did in the previous series. I predicted the Knicks would see, all 3 games would come down to the fourth quarter. The Knicks are a better fourth quarter team. I think last night, and this is the thing, right? The flagrant foul, they come into the half with a 7-point lead. The Knicks have won, as far as I know, and I could, because this was told to me, I didn't really double check it. The Knicks have won every third quarter in the playoffs thus far. They was 16-0 in the third quarter. So we convincingly lost the third quarter last night for the first time all playoffs. Again, the Knicks close out halves better. The Knicks close out games better. Yes, De'Aaron Fox and Wemby's 3. Castle had a couple of buckets down the stretch. San Antonio actually played well in the fourth quarter. This was their best fourth quarter I've seen them play since, since Game 7, maybe. All right, so, they got against OKC. Yeah, they have it in them. They have it in them. This is the team that in the future will get everything that is bad about them, they'll get it together. I don't think they're a complete team. The Knicks are, and that's why the Knicks will win this series. I'm still confident. It just throws the monkey wrench in my plans, my travel plans, but, it is what it is. That being what it is, I'm even considering what everything is going on, man. I don't want to get into that, but, I might just have to do a celebration outside in New York or whatever, if that's the case. But at the end of the day, this is the Knicks series to take. We put ourselves in a position where San Antonio got a little bit of momentum going. We got to take it back. We got to fight. We were going to fight regardless of what happened, but we really got to fight now. We really got to fight. Man, this little situation right here. Drawbridge. There's a couple of drawbridges here. I like seeing them, but I don't even see the boat that's supposed to be coming through. But yeah, man. I mean, look, again, like I said, I find it beneath me to even address shoddy refereeing and shit like that. I find it beneath me. Yeah, I'm on U-turn. Get up out of there. I don't know how long this is going to take. Yeah. But yeah, I find it beneath me. I find it beneath me to even talk about conspiracy theories and all this. Because I get it. The league, again, money-wise, not having that potential 5th game of the finals, not having that would actually, lose the league a lot of money. So dates and gates, look, I'm not even going to address the Trump shit last night. It is what it is. I come to understand it. God damn it. Will I go, will I ever go to a playoff game? If this is what it is, yeah. Like, I don't like crowds and situations like that, man. So, as much as I want to celebrate, as much as I've been looking forward to a parade, I mean, it's crazy. It's a whole new generation of Knicks fans that are starved. I at least had expectations for a long while with my squad, right? I at least had expectations for a long while with my squad. And the expectations now are a little different. And again, I'll get into this is the start of a good run for the Knicks, right? Well, the culmination of a good run, but the run is not over this year, win, lose, or draw. Okay? So, look, Knicks just got to play better. Got to hit the 3. I look at the stat sheet, we did almost everything better. We can't turn the ball over 16 times. Can't. The stupid turnovers. Things like that. You know, the Knicks are a better basketball team right now. They're more talented than the Spurs. We're a better basketball team right now than the Spurs, and we got to play like it. We can't turn the ball up 60 times. We can't give up those sequence of offensive fouls. Again, yeah, they were getting everything. They were getting everything, but again, and I'm not taking nothing from the Spurs. I don't want to take nothing. I don't want to take anything away from the Spurs because they were aggressive. They did the things they needed to do. So I don't want to take it from the Spurs, personally. But the Knicks are better basketball, and that's the thing. We got to take it back. We got to take it back. They got some graces. They got some gifts. They got away with a couple of flagrant fouls. They got away with a lot of clutching and holding. We just gotta be better than them. We just gotta play better. It's that simple. And I think that again, part of it, and I can't look when your team hasn't lost since April 23rd. It's now June the 9th. We lost on June the 8th. June the 8th. It's been a while. To go a month or something of playoff basketball without losing a single game. That's something. That's something. So, look, Knicks has got to get the ball back in our court. The ball is still in our court. We got to take game 4 and hopefully convincingly and kind of break the will of the San Antonio team. Yeah, they'll come back home. They'll play, but I personally would love to see the Knicks celebrate on their floor. I don't care about clinching it in MSG, to be honest. I really don't. So I don't want to see Game 6. I really don't want to see Game 6. I hope this series is done by the weekend. I genuinely hope this series is done by the weekend. So we shall see. Knicks in 5 still. That hasn't changed. Of course, I was hoping for a sweep to actually go 4-4-4. But hey, even Moses didn't go 4-4-4. It was 4-5-4. But we go 4-4-5. All right, y'all.